Are you a buyer who wants to get a great deal in this market? Stop chasing the fresh listings. Let's dive a little bit deeper into the strategy of how to acquire a stale listing the right way. Here's how smart buyers are looking at this dimension of the market and really utilizing it for their advantage. Keeping an eye on properties that are overpriced and longer days on market is a great strategy. First of all, make sure it's a home that you actually like. Don't just find any house that's been on the market for a long time, because it may just be an undesirable location, or maybe there's parts of the criteria that just don't fit your needs. Don't go after just any home. Then figure out the reasons on why it hasn't sold. Usually it's either one or maybe a combination of two of these. Rarely it's three or more. It may have just been overpriced from day one. In the last video, we talked a little bit about how some sellers can price at a premium and they anchor to what their dream price is and maybe not what the data is saying is reality. The second factor is bad staging or bad photos. Maybe the floor plan is a little awkward and maybe it's fixable. Perhaps a wall here or there moved can make the whole thing just much more livable. Or maybe there's dated finishes. A lot of the times older homes will have mismatched products, or maybe one thing was updated and one thing wasn't. And sometimes that can throw a buyer off. Or maybe there's minor or even major repairs that the seller just decided not to do before listing the property. In some cases, a house can have a lot going on, and maybe the seller just addressed some of the main things and left the rest for the next owner. So when you're approaching this type of situation with a stale listing, 30 plus days on market, and maybe you're looking at it from this perspective, is this a problem that I can solve? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. Is it just a paint color that's weird? Maybe you can paint. Is the flooring just a little off? Well, maybe you can fix the flooring. Is the landscaping just completely dirt? Well, maybe this is an opportunity to make the perfect backyard. Is the marketing bad? Well, that's not gonna be your problem once you buy the house. Once you answer that question for yourself, whether it's one or more of those things, create a strategy around buying the house, and then negotiate hard. One of the things I always tell my buyers when they're going after a stale listing and they're looking for a deal is sometimes you gotta throw your hat in the ring a few different times. So make sure you have a thick skin and make sure you know your numbers and what you're willing to do. Then go in to respectfully negotiate. This means bring your data, bring your numbers, and why you are the perfect buyer. So know your numbers, know your break point, and know when you're gonna walk away. It may take a few times or maybe even several times, but there will be a seller out there that's willing to sell to you for the right price. So remember, with stale inventory, you're often negotiating as the only buyer in the room. Stay persistent, know your numbers, provide a clean offer, and go for it. So right now, if you're interested in what I'm talking about and you want me to review stale listings in your target neighborhood, go ahead and drop me a comment, send me a DM, or give me a call at 831-471-7330, and we can see what type of deals in your area might have great upside.